If you're ready to explore the Hebrew roots of your Christian faith, then grab your Bible and let's get started.
Welcome to Reconcile, the kingdom we're working towards becoming a harmony of the whole word of truth. My name is Patrice Robinson, and I appreciate you stopping on today. We are still in the book of Joshua. As usual, we're on chapter 19. We're about to read about the remaining allotments of the land. In yesterday's chapter, we were able to identify the first place that we see that the tabernacle is set up, and it was pitched in Shiloh, which we read about. The entire congregation was there and they would gather. So again, we're going to cover the 6 tribes to get their allotment, and this is after Joshua confronted them on how long it's going to take them to get their allotments. So as usual, we are always focused on 2 areas. We're always focused on the context, what's actually written, without adding any additional things, but just as it is written. And the other part is that we are going to see if there's any other writings, any other books, any other letters that we need to take a look at to give us a better understanding, more clarification for Joshua chapter 19. So this is where we are today. And as usual, I jump right on in and I have my Joshua with me. We are now on chapter 19. We're going to read verses 1 through 9. Giving you a heads up, a lot of these towns and villages are in a lot in chapter 19, and I apologize ahead of time that I will be messing these names up. Some I'm learning, and I continue. I encourage you to read it, no matter what. So here we go. And the second lot, remember they was casting a lot to see who gets this division of the land when he sent the scouts out to do a survey of the land. And the second lot came forward to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families, and their inheritance was built in the inheritance of the children of Judah. So I think this is the spot where I need to bring in my map so we can see the allotments of the lands. And they had the inheritance: Beersheba or Sheba, and Malagda, and Hasrol, and Becca, and Azam, and Ethelad, and Bethel, and Harmah, and Ziklag, Beth Markboth, and Hazarash, and Beth Labath, and Shardon, 13 cities and their villages, and Remnon, and Ether, and Ashken, and 4 cities in their villages. And all the villages that were round about these cities of Bethbar, Remeth, and of the south. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families. Out of the portion of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon. So I'm going to try to move my cursor again so that you can, once I find it, where the tribe of Simeon is. So it should be very bottom. Do you see my cursor moving? That's where Simeon land is right here. Out of the portion children, I'm going to read verse 9 again. Out of the portion of the children of Judah was the inheritance of the children of Simeon. For the part of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the city of them. So the children of Simeon came in the land of Judah, as we just read it, because Judah land was too much. So Simeon came in with Judah. Now we're on verse 10. And the third lot, this is the third lot, came up for the children of Zebulun, according to their families, and the border inheritance was unto Sharai. And their border went up toward the sea, and Maklah, and reached to the Beshia, and reached to the river that is before Jokneam, and turned from Sharad eastward toward the sun rising into the border of Shashlag, and then goeth out to Debreth, and goeth up to Japhhi, and from thence path on along on the east of Gath-Hepher to Akna Kazin, and goeth out to Remna Methor to Nia. And the border of compressed it on the north side of Hekla, and the outgoings thereof in the valley of Jephthali, and Kedet, and Nedal, and Shimron, and Adilah, and Beth Lameth, 12 cities and their villages. This is the inheritance of the children of Zebulun, according to the families, these cities and their villages. So we're now looking for the tribe of Zebulun land, and it's southward. The northward, north of the kingdom. So I have my little arrow trying to, there you go, so that you be able to see it. So now we on verse 17. And the fourth lot now came to Issachar. And for the children of Issachar, according to their families, and their border towards Zerel, and Chashaloth, and Shunam, and Hepharim, and Shinon, and Nahath, and Rebith, and Kishon, Abiz, and Ramoth, and En-Ganim, and En-Hagdah, and Beth Perez. And the coast reached to Tabar, and Shazam, and Beth Shizam, and the outgoings of the border were at Jordan, 16 cities and their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar, according to their families, into the cities of their villages. So we are going to look for Issachar, which is by Zebulun, and it is northward. So there you go, up the arrow, that you can see Issachar, where his land allotment for their families are. So now we on verse 24. So 24, in the fifth lot, this is number 5, came out of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, and their borders was Helkath, Halai, and Bethan, Betin, Ashpha, and Alammelech, and Amad, and Mishal, and reached to Carmel westward into Shahar Limneth, and turned it toward the sun rising of Badagan, and reached to Zebulun, into the valley of Jephthaniah, toward the north side of Beth Emek and Nile, and goeth out to Kebal on the left hand, and Hebron, and Rehob, and Haman, and Cana, even unto Zidon. And then the coast turned to Rahab, and to the strong city of Tyre, and the coast of turned to Hosha, and outgoings thereof, or the sea, and the coast of Akzibik. Umath also Apac, and Rahab, 22 cities and their villages. This is the heritage of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, their cities, and their villages. So we now looking at Asher, which is again southward, and there is Asher. I keep saying south. Northward, Asher, Zebulun, north, Issachar, north. I know south is down, but I keep saying that. I apologize. So we have Zebulun, we have Issachar, we have Simeon, all in chapter 19. So Simeon is the only one that is southward below. I want to get that corrected. That I do know north, south, east, and west. At least I know that much. So now we are on verse 32. The sixth lot came out of the children of Naphtali, even to the children of Naphtali, according to their families. And their coast was from Helath, from Alon to Zamanan, and to Adam, Nipeg, and Jabnel, and to Lacham, and the outgoings therefore were at Jordan. And then the coast turned westward to Asna Tabar, and goeth out thence to Hupkok, reached to Zebulun to the south side, and reached to Asher to the west side, and Jordan unto the up on Jordan toward the sun rising. And the fenced cities of Ziddim, Zor, and Hamath, Rekath, and Chinor, and Adap, and Raam, and Hazar, and Kadesh, and Edrei, and hence Hazar, and Iron, and Magladel, Horam, and Beth Anab, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali, according to their families, and according to their villages. So now we are looking for the tribe of Naphtali, which is southward here, where I have my little arrow showing up. So we have Naphtali, Asher, Zebulun, and Issachar that is northward. And now we are on verse 40, and this is the seventh lot. Now this is the last lot that was presented, and it came out for the tribe of the children of Dan, or according to their families. And to the coast of the inheritance was Zorah and Astarah and Shemesh and Shalalabin and Jalan and Jethra and Elron and Demathiah, Akron and Eklon and Gibbon and Baalath and Jurad and Ben Brab and Gathdaron and Mikjarkon and Raklon with the border before Joppo. And the coast of the children of Dan went into too little for them. Therefore the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem and took it and smote it with the edge of the sword and possessed it and dwelt therein and called Leshem Dan after the name of Dan their father. This is an inheritance of the tribe of children of Dan according to their families, the cities and their villages. Then they had made an end to dividing the land inheritance by the coast, and the children of Israel gave an inheritance to Joshua the son of Nun among them. Before we go any further, so we have covered the last 6 lands, and see, this is where you get the southern kingdom up top and the northern kingdom that we will eventually get to learn about their division as we continue on. Just wanted to kind of point that out. So we on verse 50. According to the word of Yehovah, they gave Joshua the son of Nun the city which he asked, even to Timnath and the mount of Ephraim, and he built a city and dwelt therein. These are the inheritance which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel divided for an inheritance by the lot and Shiloh before Yehovah at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. So they made an end of dividing the country. So what we had just finished was all the allotments. What we have before us is the map with all the allotments. We have Reuben, Gad, and the east side of the Jordan, the half tribe of Manasseh. That's divided right here. That would be on my right and your left side probably. And then on the other side of the Jordan River, we have Asher, Naphtali, Zebulun, Issachar. The other half of Manasseh, which is on the west side, we have Ephraim, we have Benjamin, we have Dan, we have Judah, and we have Simeon here on the south end of the map. So we have covered all the lands, although I cannot pronounce them all. I'm hoping that you guys are probably using a map like Bible Gateway or Logos, anything, to hear the names of the villages and the names of the people. It'll take time and time. As you continue, you'll start remembering how they're pronounced. So I still, although we are finishing Joshua 19, that doesn't mean I'd stop Joshua. I still study and continue because I want to eventually get the names down, and I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there. But today we did not have to connect to any of the chapters, any of the books, any of the letters to get a clarification of understanding of chapter 19. And I believe that this chapter was clear, no misunderstandings. I think we can understand that pretty clearly. So I hope that you enjoyed this biblical content, that you hit that subscribe button below, and don't forget that bell for further notice as we do uploads, and then so you also know when I am live. Until tomorrow, we will be on chapter 20. May Yehovah bless you and keep you. May he shine his face on you and give you his favor. May he shine his face towards you and give you his peace. In the name of Yeshua, amen. Thank you.